invite you all to stand for the prayer and pledge.
Father in heaven, bless us as we gather today for this meeting. Guide our minds and our hearts so that we will work for the good of our community. Teach us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in the face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions. Thy will be done. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call this meeting of the Hancock County Commission Monday, June 10th, 2:30 p.m. to order. Roll call.
Mr. President, all the commissioners are present this afternoon.
Approval of the minutes for May 23rd, 2019. Motion to approve.
Move to approve.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. No presentations. No citizens. Correspondence. We have a proclamation attached from Roy Palmentier, Secretary of the Hancock County Auxiliary Communication Team, requesting approval of a proclamation recognizing June 17th through June 23rd as Amateur Radio Week. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Nothing tabled. No business. New business. Consideration of general county budget revision fiscal year 18-19. Karen?
Yes, sir. This is just the final year-end adjustments to any of the line items for this fiscal year.
It's coming to a quick end.
Yes, very cool.
Is there a motion to approve the budget revision?
So moved.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Consideration to release pledged securities from Hancock County Savings Bank, which expired June 30th, 2019.
Move to approve.
Is there any questions? Mr. Lucas, everything?
Yeah, this is pretty typical. We have to do this every year. It's just a matter of providing the required security in the bond for the monies the county has invested in with the banks.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Burke Hancock Jefferson Metropolitan Planning Commission Technical Advisory Committee. We have Jeff Oyster as the only applicant. We did get to meet with Jeff, and it is his desire to serve both of these two positions, and he has checked with the BHJ, and they said that it would be fine. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Consideration to reappoint Jeffrey Wargo and Nancy Kowalski to the Hancock County Parks and Recreation Board effective July 1, 2019.
Move to approve.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Consideration to reappoint Laura Nicole Glass to the Hancock County Health Board effective July 1, 2019.
Move to approve.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
And both these positions, those were the only 3 applicants. Number 6, consideration of a memorandum of understanding with the State of West Virginia Department of Commerce Division of Natural Resources to construct new bathhouses at Thomas and Run State Park. What this is, gentlemen, is they are going to, we put out the bid for the bathhouse, which we actually have posted on the wall here. If Mr. Davis, would you want to briefly explain that?
There's been a lot of desire over the last few years to build new facilities at Thomas and Run State Park, and we've been a partner with Thomas and Run State Park for a number of years on various projects. The county, through our hotel motel tax, we were looking to spend no more than $200,000 to construct this bathhouse at the state park. When we went out to bid, the lowest bid that came back was $339,000, so it left us $139,000 short. We had met with the folks at the Parks, the park board at the state, DNR, thank you, Department of Natural Resources. And they have plans for Tomlinson Run for this coming year, some projects that we were doing. But when the bids came back and we fell short, $139,000, we reached out to them again. And with no hesitation, they said that they would put up the additional $139,000 to get that bathhouses done. So it's going to be located where the 4-H camp has been, and the facilities there are run down quite a bit. It's been a number of years, but we're happy to get moving on with this. This memorandum of understanding is just to verify the fact that the state is going to put up the additional $139,000. We're blessed. We're blessed to get that because we never thought that was going to happen. So
It'll consist of, there'll be 5 units for restrooms, men's and women's, 4 regular, 1 handicap. There'll be 4 showers on each side and wash basins. So that's a picture of the floor plan, and that's a picture of the 4 sides. So we're kind of looking forward to this.
though Trucial is going to be doing it, Bob, they're looking forward to get started on it later on, late summer.
Yes, sir, that's your next item.
So is there a motion to accept the memorandum of understanding with the Department of Natural Resources?
So moved.
Any other questions, comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. So with that said, consideration of the bid with H.W. Trucial Construction in the amount of $339,000 for the new bathhouse at the Thomas Run State Park. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Consideration to advertise a public notice for the proposed consolidation of Precinct 18 and Precinct 17. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Just want me to comment on that?
You can.
All right, Marlin Heights and Weirton has 2 precincts. They're both 17 and 18. They both vote at the same district or precinct number. Wait a minute. Both precincts vote at the schoolhouse on Marlin Heights. That's
Yes, yes.
So they will continue to
It's
vote there.
the
but
church.
We will
Yeah,
combine.
normally it's the community church and, yeah,
Yeah.
or nothing, the location will not
The
change.
location will not change. It will only be considered, what number are we going to give it, 17 or 18?
17.
17.
17.
Yeah, someone suggested 17 and a half.
I
or
said
17.
17 and a half.
And we thought that just might confuse people, so.
Right.
Jeannie says, let's stick with 17.
So all those in favor of the consolidation?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. We have a letter to submit to the Governor Justice. I'll read it, and it has to do with transportation of disabled veterans. Dear Governor Justice, the Hancock County Commission was informed that you have supported the cancellation of stipends for the drivers who transport our disabled veterans to their medical appointments. The van for our veterans is used by both Hancock and Brooke counties and provides transportation for disabled veterans that have sight impairments, oxygen problems, and many physical disabilities to prohibit them from transporting themselves to their medical appointments. We have been told that driver receives $75 for each transport and that each trip could last up to 12 hours if they travel to and from Pittsburgh. Even if the van runs 5 days each week, 52 weeks per year, the total cost for a driver would be $19,500 per year. This seems like a small price to pay for those veterans that have given so much for our country. The Hancock County Commissioning is asking you to reconsider the cancellation of this very worthwhile program that helps disabled veterans, and it will be signed by all 3 commissioners. Is there a motion to send this letter to the governor's office?
So move.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Incidentally, if I remember correctly, when the lottery commission, when we went to the lottery money was to be used for disabled veterans and senior citizens. It seems like those are the two that actually got cut. The Meals on Wheels program, they're asking for money from us to support that. And the veterans are asking us to continue this route at our cost. So, see what we can do. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Circuit Clerk, consideration of the promotion of Sandra Casto from Deputy Clerk to Chief Deputy Clerk effective June 1, 2019. A motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Office of Technology and Communications. We're going to split this so we don't have to keep anybody any longer than they don't need to be. Consideration for approval of the retirement of Pamela Martin from the position of full-time dispatcher effective May 31, 2019. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. The second half of this is going to require an executive session to discuss accrued vacation days, and meeting code 6-9A-4 allows us to do that. I'm going to move that down to right before adjournment for those that would like to leave. There's no problem. There will be action taken when we return, though. I can say that much. Okay, number 2 is the consideration of hiring Pam Martin as a part-time dispatcher effective June 1, 2019. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Finance, approval of probates and estates.
They have, excuse me, they have been reviewed and are recommended for approval.
Okay, we have 25 of them. Motion to approve?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Approval of exoneration orders, we have one. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. General county bills.
General county bills are $85,135.24. P-card payment for all funds, $121,196.89.
A motion to pay the bills.
Motion to pay the bills.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Approval of animal shelter levy fund bills and requisitions.
They're okay to pay.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Approval of library levy fund bills and requisitions.
They're okay to pay as well.
Motion to approve.
Move to approve.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Approval of sheltered workshop levy fund bills and requisitions.
They are okay as well.
Motion to approve.
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Go to the order. Ms. Karen.
Nothing.
Lucas.
Nothing today.
Mr. Vice.
Just shortly, I'd like to thank Pam Martin for all her years of service as a dispatcher. Not an easy job, but she's done it well.
I also wanted to congratulate Pamela and thank her for staying on as a part-time dispatcher to help out. And that we are continuing to take applications for dispatchers. So if you are interested, please come to the commission office and fill out an application. We will be taking them for the next couple weeks, so please, if you want to, even if you want to think about it, they can get a hold of me through the commission office, and we can set up for them to come in and visit the 911 center and do an observation, so, thank you.
Carol.
For the first time since I've been working with Energy Express, we are full even before we open the doors. We have a waiting list now at the Weirton site. We're going to be able to accommodate everyone that's applied so far, except for one person in the north site. So that is a huge beginning. Staff is here, they're in training, so we're very excited about having them get going next week. Very excited to hear that the bid has been approved on the bathhouses. That is, sorry I missed that vote, but I would have been loved to have been here. I may have screamed hallelujah when I heard it. I will be letting everybody know on Facebook when I get back that this is happening for next year, but come to camp this year anyhow. We are taking registration forms for camp this year. We are having a medieval theme, and it should be a whole lot of fun. So we are very excited. Interns are in and working hard, so thank you very much.
Just an FYI for you, hopefully construction starts soon, and it might be going on while you're there with your camp.
I'm not gonna hold my breath. My mom always told us to not hold our breath because you wouldn't look good in that shade of blue. So, but if it is there and it is done, I will have every camper and every adult person there to happily pose for a picture, for a ribbon cutting ceremony. We will even provide the ribbon. And then we will provide the sledgehammers to take down the old ones. I have a feeling, I have already offered to help the Park Foundation do a fundraiser to whack the bathhouse and pay like $1 for every time you hit it with a sledgehammer. I figured we can make some money for it. If you think I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Mr. Longi? Nothing. Mr. Wright?
We're scheduled to have a jury trial Thursday, but a lot can happen in 2 days, so any luck, that'll go by the wayside. But anyhow, it's on the books as of now.
What parking at a premium?
As usual.
Sheriff Lefton?
Congratulations, Pam Martin. I remember whenever she was a cook for the jail. She was an excellent cook, by the way. If you brought up a prisoner around lunchtime, she always made sure she had a sandwich for you. So my prisoners came up around certain times of the day, and I accompanied them during lunch and the evening meal. She really was a good cook. Congratulations to her.
Mr. Foley?
Nothing today, Mr. President.
Mr. Paul?
I want to congratulate Pam for her years of service and thank her for everything she's done. I'm glad she's staying on to help us out at the 911 as a dispatcher. I also want to mention that we had a chance last Wednesday that Joe and I had a chance to meet up with the Brooke County Commission and along with the BHJ and our state representative, Tony O'Leary, that was our West Virginia rep, for the broadband. From the study that we got, the money from the BHJ was awarded for both Hancock and Brooke, and that for the broadband went well. That Brooke will be taking care of the financial part of it as far as writing the checks, things like that, but we'll be working together to get this covered here for this area also. And third, and most of all, I also want to thank all the fathers out there and wish them a happy Father's Day coming up here on June 16th. And that should be it.
I'd just like to mention 2 events that will be held before our next commission meeting. That'll be on June 21st, which is a Friday, and the 22nd, Saturday. Hancock County Cleanup will take place in Newell at the old Wells Building. There's a brochure here of all the items it'll take. Residents need to bring proper ID to show that they're a resident of the county. But again, it's going to be on Friday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., on Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. And the old Wells Building is beside the new Chrysler dealership. In any event, someone isn't familiar with that, but that'll be held in Newell. Also, that same weekend on Saturday and Sunday will be the handheld radio display that'll be put on at Clark Field. Roy and his guys will be out there demonstrating if anyone wants to stop by for that. And that also, like everyone else, like to congratulate Pam on her retirement and certainly appreciate that she's staying around working part-time. We need her. We do. That'll be all, sir.
First thing I'd like to do is, I forgot to, did this last week, introduce the new reporter from the East Liverpool Review. Julian? Julie? What was your last name?
Exupedo.
Julie. Miss Julie. I'm sorry I didn't get to do that last week. Welcome aboard, and we hope we accommodate you. The other thing, City of Weirton election is tomorrow. For those of you who live in Weirton, nice to get out to vote. And I'd like to wish happy Father's Day to all us fathers, including myself. And I extend my congratulations to Pam Martin for 35 years of service. That's a long time. and she did a great job, and she's willing to help, and we'll take all the help we can get there. All right. For our meetings, the courthouse will be closed June 20th for West Virginia Day, and our next meeting will be June 27th at 2:30 in the commission room. Like I said, I'm going to need a motion to go into executive session. Anybody who wants to leave, that's okay. There probably will be action taken when we come back out. It's just a matter of a vote.
I move that we go into executive session for the purpose of personnel issue.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
We're now in executive session. Is there a motion to come out of executive session?
So moved.
All those in favor?
Aye.
In executive session, we reviewed some files of the said employee Pam Martin, and after all the information that was presented to us and thoroughly investigated, including Mr. Lucas and myself and Ms. Martin, I make a motion to restore 30.5 days to Pam's Martin's accrued vacation days.
So moved.
Any other questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Anything else? With that said, no further business to come before the commission. I declare this meeting adjourned.